Yes, ma'am.
I hate when people do half-ass salutes and make their attention.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another edition of the Evolution of Sports Talk Television here on a pregame show live here from Riverters. It's the Sports Web. I'm your host, Peter Blake, along with Mr. A.C. Brown of Crew Life here. How do we start off this show? As you know them, you love them, you got to have them, getting you ready for Bucs versus the Lions. Are you ready to go? 3, 2, 1. Bring your passion, bring your excitement. Just don't bring any nonsense. Open phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Welcome to the Evolution. How you doing on this beautiful afternoon as it started off cold and now it's just Florida typical weather? Welcome to the Sports Web.
Thanks, man. It's absolutely fantastic. This is perfect weather for this game. I don't think that we could have asked for a better situation as far as going to Detroit, playing, and, it feels like the old North division, the old black and blue division.
Yeah.
Our boys versus the Detroit Lions. I'm loving this.
I'm loving it, too, and I tell you right now, everything is on the line, of course. A lot of Bucs fans hoping for a home playoff game at Raymond James Stadium, but the San Francisco 49ers are awaiting the winner of the Lions and Bucs, so we'll definitely break it down with you. Want to hear from you fans. What do you think the keys are to the game? Of course, both of these teams met in October, and it wasn't great results for this Tampa Bay Buccaneer team as they fell to the Lions 20-6. But, postseason, regular season, two different seasons at the end of it. I tell you what, let's go out to the phone lines. Welcome to the Evolution live here from Riverters. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Pinellas Park. You know who I am. I'm the Tampa. Good morning, Tampa Bay, Mike Walker.
Well, go ahead and rev it up for me, please, if you would.
All right. Let's get this game going. Good afternoon, Tampa Bay.
I love it. And
Me
I gotta ask you, he's pumped up. A lot of Bucs fans out there pumped up, so definitely want to hear from you before the game. But give me some keys to it. How are you feeling? Are you feeling confident after the Bucs dispose of the Philadelphia Eagles 32-9 on Monday Night Football?
I'm telling you, I'm just excited because I'm from Detroit. But
right.
I could care less about the Lions right now.
Right.
I want the Bucs to win, and I also want the Red Wings to get hurt today by the Lightning tonight at 7 o'clock. They go right across the street and play hockey.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. The Tampa Bay Lightning are also in Detroit playing the Red Wings as they're coming off a couple victories here, I believe a 5-game winning streak. So go ahead and give me a player of the game. What's your biggest key for this Bucs team to win today versus the Lions?
All I know is you got to go. I know number 6 has got to do it, but number 13 has to do it.
Yeah, well, it's Mike Evans.
13.
Right, it's it's definitely Mike Evans at the end of it, and I think, AC, you would have to agree. You look at this matchup overall, that's definitely a matchup that I believe the Bucs can win, especially with the Mike Evans and, of course, the Chris Godwin. And I tell you right now, you look back at that Eagles game, guys, Godwin, a little bit later on, caught a touchdown to put the nail into the coffin for the Philadelphia Eagles, but Mike Evans, not there. And if you told me that Godwin and Evans weren't going to be involved in the game plan and you still blow out the Philadelphia Eagles 32-9, I would say you're crazy. So I definitely think that's a big-time key. What do you say?
To me, it made perfect sense. I mean, you look at a big-time matchup like that, you've got two game-changing wide receivers in Evans and Godwin. And, of course, you're going to double-team both of them. And that's what the Eagles did a lot of.
Yeah.
And we got young guys that are proving to be very, very effective in catching the ball, especially the run after catch. Man, Trey is just fast.
Well, Trey Palmer woke up pissed off today, or in his words, upset, angry, whatever. And every time he wakes up angry, he's able to make some big plays. Hopefully, he's able to do it today versus the Lions, which once again, I feel very confident against that back end, especially that secondary. Mike, give me a score prediction as we're going to move on to more phone calls.
Because I got to get it going. But
yes,
one thing, can I add one for the Lightning also?
Go ahead.
Okay, well, first I'll do the Bucs. The Bucs should win 21-7.
Okay, 21-7. So he's the low scoring game here. 21-7. Bucs over the Lions. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
How about them Bucs, baby?
Let's go out to the phone lines. Welcome to the Evolution. What's your name? Where you're calling from? You're on with yours truly, along with AC Brown of Crew Life. Go.
What's up, AC? It's Rubio.
What up,
man,
Rubio?
I'm just calling. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Bro, we're just getting excited to get this game on. You know how it is.
Yeah, definitely know how it is. And, I think there is a lot of Bucs fans out there excited about the prospect. I think all the pressure at the end of the day, you would have to agree with me, Rubio, is on the Lions.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah.
And, for my predictions and I've been watching these guys, and we're not the same team as week 4. That's what people need to understand. We had a lot of complications with the coaching, trying to figure out what Canales was trying to do.
Yeah.
But this is not week 4. Okay, this is the Bucs. Everybody's ready.
Yeah.
We're here. We're going to Detroit, and we're getting that win.
Yeah, you got to get that win today. You got to play mistake-free football, which is what the Bucs did against the Eagles, which is also what they did in that 4-game winning streak. But you also talk about the turnover situation, and Rubio, you remember this. Bucs have an opportunity at the 10-yard line. Mike Evans for 90 yards. It's tipped up. It's intercepted. It changes the complexion of the game. So you can't afford that, especially if you have a critical situation there with getting the ball to Evans. You got to make that play, especially with him being wide open. So what's your biggest key to this game today here?
Yeah, well, I mean, like you said, like AC said, we got to make sure that our second and third, or our third and fourth string receivers, they need to step up like they did last week. Mike Evans, Godwin, they're going to be double teamed. They're definitely going to be covered. So our offense definitely needs to come together. If our offense comes together and they are on the same page with Canales, I feel that our defense will show up to play today, and we got to get to golf. We have to get to golf. If we give golf more than 3 to 4 seconds, it's going to be a heyday for us. But you know what I'm saying? So I'm just hoping that the team is together. It's playoffs. This is a different ballgame. We got Baker Mayfield.
Yes, he did.
Wow.
And I'm glad you brought that up too, because I mean the pass rush that we're putting on the field now is so much different than what it was in week 4. We got Kalijah Cansey, and he is absolutely. I watched game film on him, and several of the experts were like, he single-handedly changed that entire game versus the Eagles. He was destroying their offensive line, which is so much better than Detroit's. So we'll have to see how much of an effect he has on that.
And I tell you right now, the crowd, dancing in the background, you got all kinds of Bucs fans. We're here live at Riverters in Tampa. It's the Sports Web. I'm your host, Peter Blake, along with Mr. AC Brown of Crew Life. Yes.
I just want to give a shout out to my boy Jamie. I know Jamie Buck Warrior's there, AC's there, Sean Leatherhead, my bro, that's another brother of mine. I want to give those guys a shout out. And let's go Bucs. Let's get this W, baby. Let's go.
Bucs. Go Bucs. Absolutely.
I'll explain what just hit the table.
Okay.
Back in the COVID era, let me get my mouth right. When we went to the Super Bowl, we had Jobu on the table on every game.
Okay.
So Jobu has raised his head and he has come back from obscurity. We will put Jobu in a place of prominence, and we will have our shot of rum with Jobu.
Well, there you go. You need the rum. Don't mess with the rum, and hats for bats. I love that movie.
Yes.
Major League here. Love it. Guys.
It is
Go
very
ahead. Go ahead.
bad.
Talk to that mic there.
I can't hear anything. I know it was on, but I was just going off of what he was saying. Like, it's very bad. But
Right.
This was our good luck charm during the Super Bowl. So
It is absolutely
I wanted to bring
very
it
bad.
back out here.
Yeah.
So everybody could, virtually touch it and
Yes.
let them know that we're going to bring home this victory today against Detroit Lions.
Yes.
Love it. Love it. All right. Good stuff there. So your biggest key to the game. Biggest key. Yeah.
Game.
Yeah.
Run game. We have to attack their middle and soften them up.
Yeah.
They're going to be prepared against the pass just because of the speed that we have with our smaller receivers and, of course, Mike Evans and Godwin. So we need a heavy dose, and I said this on your Facebook page. We need a heavy dose of Rashad White.
Okay.
Whether it's him running the ball or him catching, flares, check downs, whatever he needs to get. But that is my key to the game.
Key to the game.
Of course,
Okay.
Defense.
Okay.
Defense wins championships. Brother.
Defense does win
We've proven that
championships.
twice.
Listen, I think, you saw the Philadelphia game going back to it. A lot of people concerned about it. A.J. Brown, of course, being out definitely helps you out. But overall, not a lot of big plays. And then on top of it, you're able to shut down. What's going on, Rob? Rob Thompson there of Crew Life as we're live here from Riverters. You shut down the running game, 43 yards. At the end of the day, that's what you'll live with because the first matchup. So
Now we got the mayor. What's up,
there's the mayor
Fleming?
right there. Everybody duck down here. We're live on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television from Riverters. It's the Sports Web, getting you ready for Bucs versus the Lions as we're talking to all kinds of Bucs fans right now. So go ahead. You got the mic there. Tell me what the biggest key for this game for the Bucs to win against the Lions.
You have to run the ball.
Run the ball, yes.
Run the ball.
Run the ball.
Don't
okay.
put it all in the hands of Baker Mayfield. We love him. He's going to shake and bake. But if you run the ball, you will have success.
We'll have success. Okay. Well, and I tend to agree with you. And I think, there's an opportunity to run the ball. With that being said, how confident are you in Baker Mayfield after the performance he had on Monday night versus the Philadelphia Eagles?
Listen, Peter, I'm very confident in Baker.
Okay.
I think he's exuded confidence.
Okay.
And that's infectious.
Okay.
And it spread to the team.
All right.
And you can see it in their last couple performances.
Absolutely.
I just want to see him huff some smelling salts coming out of the tunnel.
Well, that's it. That's it. And I tell you right now, I got to ask you this question, guys. When Baker Mayfield came in, and again, open phone lines if you want to get in on this conversation, give me your predictions, player of the game, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391 here live from Riverters on the Evolution, awaiting Harry the Greek, talking to lots of Bucs fans here, talking to Crew Life. Got to love this atmosphere. His music is playing in the background. My point was, Baker Mayfield coming in. Not a lot of fans on that bandwagon at first. Now with his play, 28 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 3 touchdowns last week, over 300 passing yards. Have you Bucs fans of Crew Life bought into Mr. Mayfield?
To me, he had to prove himself.
Right.
We saw flashes his rookie year, and then he had the injuries. He had a horrible team around him.
Yeah.
He went to the Carolina last year.
Right.
He went to LA last year. He filled in a couple, for a few games here and there. But, this is the NFL. The playbooks are complex. Everything you do is very complicated. Everything requires meticulous preparation.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the time to establish that and build a chemistry and a rapport with your team, you don't see what a quarterback is capable of.
Right.
I was not sold on Baker Mayfield. I did not want him here.
Are you sold on him now?
I think that he has what it takes to give us an opportunity to win.
Okay.
He's not a superstar.
Right.
However, we don't need a superstar. We got plenty of superstars on the team.
Sure.
We need somebody that's just going to protect the ball, make good decisions, manage the clock, and do the right thing for the team.
Is that the biggest key to the game, is to protect the ball? And
Absolutely.
Okay.
As we've seen, anytime we win in the turnover game, we're in every game that we go in.
Yeah.
So if we don't turn the ball over, I like our chances of winning. And even if there is one turnover, I think that's about all you can spot them and still have a chance to win.
All right, what about it? Buying Baker Mayfield here? Have you bought Baker Mayfield? I got to get you some headphones.
Have you bought into Baker Mayfield?
Yes. I've bought into him, and I'll be honest with you. When he first came, like most of the Bucs fans, I wasn't sold on him.
Right.
However, with Baker now, I think you have to give him a chance.
Right.
Initially, I wanted Kyle Trask.
Right.
But he sold me, and
sold you.
He's my quarterback now.
Yeah.
I'm all behind him, 110%.
Okay.
So I'm on the Baker bandwagon.
Like the mayor just said, whoever the team feels like is the best person to play QB1 and the best person to stand at under center, I got to go with that. They know more about football than I do.
Yeah.
Obviously, because that's their industry. So, if he's the one they think is the best possible fit for that situation, then hashtag I love G.
All right. I love it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Guys, what do you think? What's your prediction today for Bucs versus the Lions Divisional Playoff here? Live from Riverters. Get down here. What's that address of Riverters?
Yeah, I mean,
1701, 2301 North Del Maybury.
There you go. 2301 North Del Maybury right here. It's Riverters on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. Open phone line 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Lots of excitement today, and I think there's a lot of people that kind of hoped that Green Bay would take care of their end because the Bucs wanted to have another home playoff game if they take care of their business. But it's going to be the San Francisco 49ers. Did you guys watch that game last night?
And we'll be back here next week.
Next week.
That's a guarantee. I'm guaranteeing it.
Right. You're guaranteeing it. That's it.
The Bucs.
Okay.
I watched a little bit of the game. Obviously, I mean, I'm not, I'm invested in what goes on, but I'm not the type of person that's going to sit around and watch. I like the actually kind of role reversal from when we went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. We
had the 49ers at home. Mm-hmm. Then we went to Philly. Now we had Philly at home. Now we're going to the 49ers. So I like the fact that we're pretty much doing the same thing, but it's flipped. And I like the fact that we don't have the easiest route in. That way, if we get there, nobody can say, oh, well, they just kind of backed into it and got it.
All right.
We earned it.
We're live on TikTok. Also, Cole says Baker over 270 passing yards. Agree with that? 270 and a half. That's a prop.
You
like that?
I can actually buy into that. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Cole. Appreciate the comment there. Live on TikTok. Also being on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Open phone line 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Let's go out to these comments. Roger Shue says, first, let's go ahead and
acknowledge me.
Acknowledge the tribal troll right there. LFG Bucs. That's the first time Roger Shue has said that. Misador says, time to restore the bore in the motor. Wow. I'm not going to read that. Drake says, Lion Tamers. You got Alex in the background. Alex, sit down here. Of course, hit you with the mic there. Alex, welcome to the Evolution of Sports Talk Television, one of the web heads here on the sports web. What's your biggest key to this game for this Bucs team to win?
Well, let me start off by saying it has been an honor to watch you guys for the last couple of years.
Appreciate it.
Great things.
Thank you.
Love this guy.
Appreciate it.
I'm missing my buddy Harry the Greek, but he says he's going to be here a little bit, so we'll see. But listen, there's nothing to be disappointed about this entire season. I think this team has done nothing but blowout expectations all the way around. If you go into the season, a lot of people didn't know about the what ifs, and everybody has showed up.
Yeah.
Yes, was it perfect? No. Yes, the defense blew out 500 yards one day. Great, but we got past it. The Bucs are 6 out of their last 7 wins. They're coming into this game very hot.
Yeah.
What we saw with Philadelphia, nobody expected, and I really think this team has come out and just absolutely blown a lot of people away.
And I don't know what that was in the background, but that is
that would be the DJ trying to get things figured out over here.
That is the DJ trying to figure that out. We got our sound figured out. Good stuff, Alex. You're exactly right. And I think that's also a point of contention here is the fact that after the Lions finally won a playoff game after 31 years, emotionally, can they get up for it? And I'm not sure if they can. I don't know. Maybe they come out flat. I'm just saying, I get it. They have the crowd. They have everything else working for them. Eminem is there. Lose yourself. Who's the real?
He can lose. He can lose himself on the sidelines. And here's the thing.
Yes.
I will tell you this. I think 100% Detroit comes into this game 100% ready to go, full tilt.
Yeah, full tilt.
33 years they missed the playoffs.
Yeah.
They are on point jacked for this game. I tell you that we are going to have to beat the best that they're going to bring to the table.
Yeah, and absolutely. And a lot of Detroit fans would say the first match of which they won 20-6, but guys, it was 10-6 until you hit that big play to Jameson Williams at Raymond James Stadium. There you go. You hear it? Tampa! Hey! Love it. That's what we got going on.
Just not that good.
No. I feel like we got more of that coming today, but going back to it, yeah, it was definitely, yes. So over phone lines, these guys are talking between each other. If you guys want to give me a prediction player of the game, but going back to it, up 10-6 for the majority of the game until they hit a big play to Jameson Williams. And for me, the biggest key of this game is for the defense to get after Jared Goff. I'm not sitting back in the zone defense. Be who you are. This Tampa Bay Buccaneer team is aggressive. Todd Bowles is aggressive. Be that bad scientist, much like Monty Kiffin was.
I really like the exotic blitzes that we saw.
Yeah.
They were doing. I watched some of the game breakdown with Rondé Barber, and he's talking about some of the stuff that they were doing and how genius it was. Yeah. And I've said from point blank, even when I was calling for Todd Bowles to be sent down the road, he is a genius defensive coordinator. Yep. I will never take that from him. I'm still not sold on his head coach credentials, but at the same time, I think unfortunately, I will say that I think he's earned a chance for another year.
Okay. All right. So, and I'm going to ask you, Alex, because you've been very critical of Todd Bowles here. Where do you stand on a Todd Bowles? Are you all in on him? Is he coming back for another year? Are you confident that he can get it done today with his coaching decisions and his adjustments?
If you look at the season overall, guys, I know we did have a rough start. I know we did blow in the middle of the season a 500-plus yard game.
Yeah,
but if I could say something, is I'm absolutely impressed with what he has done in the last 7 games. I'm going to forget about what we did the beginning to the half of the season, first half of the season. What I saw in the last 6 to 7 games, winning 6 out of 7 games, going into today. In fact, what I saw last week is the Todd Bowles that I wanted to expect and wanted to see at his Buccaneers team.
Yeah.
It really does take a lot of great leadership to put this young. You got to remember, this is a young team. You're going from the GOAT to a lot of Bucs fans having a bunch of expectations, and that's just not reality. But the reality is I am damn proud of what this team has done this year. Remember, guys, a lot of people, a lot of critics and predictions and all these people were saying a 6-win season. Guys, we are literally in the second round of the playoffs. And I really predict that today is going to be the day that we tear it up just like last week against
All right, who's your player of the game here, Alex? Who do you think is the player of the game?
The player of the game, a lot of people are saying Mike Evans, but I think it's going to come down to that defense, guys. I think that defense is going to have to put a lot of pressure on Jared Goff. I don't think he's going to come in here lightly. I think the Lions are hungry today. Okay. So I would like to see Winfield Jr. come out and make another spectacular play. Okay. But I really think this. I would like to see Mike Evans too, because I think we have to put up more offense than what we've done. Okay. I just think we're looking at a very hungry Lions team. So all in all, the player of the game, I would like to see Winfield, but if Mike Evans can come out and ball out, because at the end of the day, they're probably going to be playing him a little bit of a man coverage today. But I would like to see Mike Evans put up 100-plus yards and I just want to blow it over. I just want to win.
I certainly think that's possible. Again, that's the biggest matchup I'm looking at today. Of course, that offensive line, giving Baker the necessary time, the 3 to 5 seconds to find his big-time targets in a Mike Evans and a Chris Godwin. Open phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Go ahead and finish up here because I know you want to get out to this party here, but thanks a lot for coming on the Evolution.
I absolutely love you guys. I love our Bucs fam. This place is wild. This place is hyped up. We are ready for a win. Yeah. And I know I've said this a lot to this guy, and I'm missing Harry the Greek. Hopefully he's here. Hopefully before game time. I messaged him. He said he'll be here before game time.
He will. He'll definitely be here. So
I love the sports web. I love our Bucs. And you know what? Let's just fucking go. Let's go out, get this win, and we got it.
All right, man. I appreciate it. I thought we was going to get through the whole segment. without cursing, but he did it. He dropped an F-bomb. That's okay. It happens here. That's the passion right there. Go ahead and take that mic if you want to
talk about passion, my boy right here.
What you got? What you got?
This is Ohio Buck, man. That's all he does.
Ohio Buck.
He walks around here and keeps this entire party going live.
Yeah.
The passion of this party, the heartbeat of this party,
yes,
is sitting right here between us.
Yes.
That's a lot of pressure. I don't know about that.
I think you can handle it.
I'm just having fun with my brother.
I can tell, man. This is great. I love this.
Look at this.
I need
get the flags waving. This is amazing.
Like all the fans to get behind right now. Absolutely.
I feel like I'm back in the stadium.
Look at this.
Down the
Beautiful.
right now. We're having a party.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Down here at Riverters 2301 Northdale Mabry in Tampa, right by the stadium right there. Go and get them. As we'll have more on fans. We're waiting for Harry the Greek. I want to go out to some of these comments here, AC. Anything else? Another big-time thing that I would definitely go with, this offensive line, Aiden Hutchinson. A player that is causing a lot of havoc here. 7 sacks in the last 3 games. Him against Luke Gedeke. What would you do? Do you put Gedeke on an island, or do you kind of chip off with the tight end, in your opinion?
You just let that man do what that man does.
All right. Yes, go ahead.
Luke Gedeke has faced some of the best talent in the NFL, and he's done a damn good job. I don't think you make any changes. I mean, if anything, you leave the running backs in the chip. You do things like that. However, I'm not. Aiden Hutchinson does present an issue. I'm not going to minimize that.
Yes.
However, I do think that with Todd Bowles' defensive schemes, I think we're up to the challenge.
No, I definitely think that's what you got to look at in this defense. So that's what I saw last week versus the Eagles. And I get it. It's easy to say here, gentlemen. And we got AC Brown of Crew Life. You got Mr. Buck Warrior, Jamie Lindsay. Welcome to the Evolution here. As we're talking Bucs versus the Lions, getting you ready here on the pregame show live from Riverters. You look at this defense, I get it. You're without A.J. Brown, but what they did last week versus the run game, how they put pressure on there. And, guys, another big key to this game for me, who didn't play in the game, Kalijah Kancey and Yaya Diaby. Bucs Warrior, what do you think?
Oh, go ahead.
Hey, let's go, Bucs. Hey, I'm going to go by the history. Every team that's beat us in the regular season, the Bucs came back and beat them in the playoffs. And it's going to happen tonight. It's going to happen today. Detroit, you're going down. You're not going to know what to do whenever the experienced playoff Buccaneers come into Ford Field and take out the Lions. Hey, Aiden Hutchinson, you're going to go down. You're going to get shut down.
I got people tapping me on the shoulder. I'm not sure if I owe a tap or not. I got fans around watching the sports web here as we're live. You got to love the sound here, so you have to bear with me. Warrior, what's the biggest key to this game for you, for the Bucs to win? You talk about defense. Is it Antoine Winfield Jr.? Is it Yaya Diaby? Is it Kalijah Kancey? Is it Shaq Barrett? Is it Vita Vea? Who's your biggest key? Levante David? You talk about this defense, and this is where I think a lot of Bucs fans have to be confident, because this is a veteran-laden group that won a Super Bowl just 3 years removed from that. So what's your biggest key for this game? Is it the defense? The defensive player, who is it for you?
It's going to be the front four.
Yeah.
The pass rush got to get on Jared Goff and let the secondary just cover those receivers. But it's got to be the pass rush. Those front four have to be on key. And they got to get home. They got to get to Jared Goff, get him off his mark.
Yeah.
Get pressure on him, make him force bad throws, and stop the run also. It helped last week, and you see what happens. We got a big lead, and the Eagles couldn't overcome the big lead.
Yep, and I'll tell you right now, AC, they would say, Lions fans, they were without Jahmyr Gibbs there. He missed the first game, and then, of course, the other running back, David Montgomery, went out early.
Yeah.
So do you think that's an emphasis for the Lions, where they're going to try to run the ball to take the pressure off of Goff? Because you could definitely expect blitzes from that Bucs defense and Todd Bowles.
You can try.
Okay.
I mean, the thing about it is David Montgomery is a talented running back. Jahmyr Gibbs is absolutely phenomenal.
Right.
However, what we're looking at is the fact that, we were without 2 of our main pieces as well.
Right.
We were without Kalijah Kancey.
Right.
We were without our Yaya only played a few snaps during that game. So these guys have proven to be disruptors in every game that we played.
Yeah.
Now, A.J. Brown was out. Yes, DeAndre Swift slashed us for 200 yards when they played us. We held him to 43 yards. I'm more concerned with a DeAndre Swift than I am a Jahmyr Gibbs. Yeah, David Montgomery is a proven veteran in the league, somebody that no stage is too big for him. He's been there. He's done that.
Sure.
That piece of it, I think he's the X factor as far as their running game goes because, I can see Todd Bowles putting us in a position where we put players in the backfield.
Yeah.
I think Yaya is going to have at least one sack this game, and I would love to see Kalijah get at least one as well. But they're playing 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Well, I tell you right now, we got our co-host coming on here, Harry the Greek. We'll go ahead and get him on there. We'll finish up with you guys. Prediction time here, boys. Warrior, what's the score of the game? Bucs versus the Lions. Give it to me.
30-23 Bucs.
All right, AC Brown, we'll give you a break because we're going to have on Harry the Greek, professional handicapper extraordinaire of the show. Give me a score prediction.
I'm going to go 30-13 Bucs.
All right, 30-13 Bucs. There you go, live from Riverters. It's the Sports Web. I'm your host, Peter Blake, as we go. AC, thanks a lot for your time for coming on. Warrior, thanks a lot. We'll keep on moving fans in and out here.
Thanks for being here and supporting us, brother.
Hey, brother, I loved it. I love the atmosphere here. This is Bucs Central. Wave the flag. Let's wave the flags a little bit because it's been like this all day long as people getting ready.
I'm gonna leave this flag here for Harry.
All right, please do that.
We gotta get Harry waving it too,
please
baby.
Do that. How you doing? What's going on, buddy? We got to get you on. Also, let me go ahead and get those. You gotta love live television here as we got open phone line 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Gotta love it. I got to go ahead and get this guy's intro on. Here we go. Welcome to the evolution of Sports Talk Television as it is loud here at Riverters. Just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit.
It's just a tad bit loud. Peter, how the hell are you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. I'm ready. I got Joe Boo right here. This is supposed to be
What's
good.
What's a Joe Boo?
From Major League. Remember Major League?
Oh, yeah. The Cuban guy, or no, the Haitian guy.
Yes.
Oh, my God, the Haitian guy. I loved him. He was like my favorite player. I mean, Jesus. You hear everybody going Tampa Bay?
Tampa Bay!
You're backwards like the Greek.
I am backward. All right, let's go out to some of these comments here, and then we'll talk about your biggest keys to the game because it has been varied up here with Bucs fans saying it's a defensive game where you have the blitz. I know we had Scott Smith on the other night, Buccaneers.com. He kind of disagreed with you. Go ahead once again. Yeah, it's okay.
That's why I take a lot of vacations, Pete.
Well, that's exactly right there, Harry. And I thank you very much for joining me here live on the evolution of Sports Talk Television from Riverters. You say sit back and zone. A lot of Bucs fans, and I tend to agree with
No. They can play a lot of man. We'll get to your comments. We'll go to the keys of the game here because you know what? Exactly what I'm going to say is exactly what's going to happen if Tampa wins. Trust me on that.
Okay.
Go to some of these great comments,
yeah, let's
buddy.
go to these comments here as we're kind of neglecting you guys, but it's just been just all kinds of Bucs fans. So let's see here. All right, so look at this. Look, first one right here. Roger Shue says LFG Bucs. Love it. Misador says time to restore the boar. Drake says Lion Tamers. I don't know what that is. Thank you. Michael says have a great show, Peter. Thank you. LFG.
What's up, Ben? How you doing?
We're about to upset the world here. And let's talk about
easy. This is the Detroit Lions. You ain't beating the world yet.
Well,
stop.
A lot of people expect
beat the Lions and then go to Frisco, and then you're going to tell me what it is, Pete.
Well, I think there's a lot of national pundits out there that don't really give the Bucs the opportunity or the chance, if you will. And I would say,
hey, hang on. There were a couple of people in the media that thought that they could win that many games. Who, us? Us? No. How do you like me now, Peter King?
All right. Very good. You're exactly right. So to a lot of national pundits, a lot of Tampa Bay media, they would say that they believe that the Bucs are playing with house money. Do you agree with that? Do you think they are playing with house money? I know that the music is loud.
That's okay. I can hear you now.
Okay, good.
Do I think they're playing with house money?
Yes.
There's no such thing as house money, bro. No such thing. None.
Okay. Thank you.
They're in this position because they've played themselves into this position.
Yeah.
Okay, house money, what are they going to get if they lose? They get nothing.
Yeah.
Because in this game, the loser's your first place winner.
Right.
No, it's first place. You know what I'm talking
First
about.
place loser.
Yeah, it's your first place loser.
Let's go back to last night's game here. I know that you said San Francisco is on another level, and of course they're awaiting the winner of Lions versus the Bucs. But are you surprised how that game turned out last night? Because it certainly seemed like Green Bay had the 49ers on the ropes. What did you see
know
from
what?
that game?
If you kick field goals, you win the game.
Yep.
It's the National Football League. Okay, anybody can win in any given day.
Yeah. San
Fran came out flat-footed in that game. And you know another thing was, Peter?
What's up?
Pray for rain next week if the Bucs win.
Well, because
Brock Purdy does not like to play in the rain at all.
No, he certainly doesn't. All right, so good comment there, Ben. As my mouse is going crazy right now, I don't know why. Michael says, "Let's go Bucs." Let's go Bucs. Tampa Bay, and I know that a lot of people are saying, "Let's go!" Leda says, "Peter, see you soon." Absolutely, love to have you on here. If you're a Bucs fan, definitely get out here as the atmosphere is just loud, blowing through my ears here, ringing. As we're only 8 minutes away. I can't believe this show is gone this soon. I can't believe it's gone this fast. We're only 8 minutes away from Bucs versus the Lions.
What's your keys, Pete?
Key to the game for me, defense has to get after it. I don't agree with you. They have to blitz golf. I believe if you can pick a blitz golf, you play man-to-man with Carlton Davis and Jamel Dean, you can get some interceptions. And then the other goal for me, or the other key to the game, give Baker Mayfield 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball. You got to hold Aiden Hutchinson at bay. You can't let him wreck it. Besides that, if you do, I think you definitely got a mismatch nightmare there with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin both having a big day here. I like the Bucs in this game for those keys. What about you?
The keys of the game, first off, when I say don't blitz as much, that doesn't mean you can't create pressure.
Yeah.
You can play man and not blitz, Pete.
Yeah.
Let me explain that to you. You can play man and not blitz. I'm looking for a lot of disguises. But what I'm really looking for in this game is Tampa to sit back just a little bit, keep everything in front of them.
Yeah.
I want to see the defense that drove you absolutely apeshit all year long.
Yes.
When you said, oh, my God, look at the yards they're putting up. I want to see that defense because I want to see them bend. But when it goes from the 20 into the end zone, that's when you'll see a top 10 defense, Peter.
Yes.
I'll trade field goals for touchdowns all day long in this game.
Yeah.
So let me be clear. Don't try to apply so much pressure via the blitz. You can get to Jared Goff with a 4 and 5 man front consistently. I know TJ Reeves was saying you're going to see a lot more blitzing. I'm telling you, if you blitz this team too much, you're going to be in trouble just like it was in game 1. That's on the defensive side of the ball. On the offensive side of the ball, you better play a lot of man. You better play a max protection literally half this game. Because I'm telling you now, Detroit will be sending the kitchen sink because the 2 guards that Tampa has, it just is not going to cut the mustard. That's where all the pressure is going to come from, Pete. That's where the pressure is going to come from. So if they can pass protect and play defense that way, I'm telling you now, they could have a lot of success.
All right, let's go out to Rob Thompson, a Crew Life here live from Riverters. Go ahead, sit down, make yourself comfortable as we are about 6 minutes away. Rob, welcome to the Evolution. We've been talking for a while, never met face-to-face, so it's good to have you here. Biggest key to this Bucs game for this Bucs to move on to the NFC Championship game versus the San Francisco 49ers.
We are going to roll it over in Detroit.
Okay.
I think there's some keys to the game, and I can't hear what you were saying. So
biggest keys to the game. Yes.
But the keys to the game for me to win is for us to stop the run. We stop the run, make it one-dimensional, put all the pressure on their quarterback. I think, and then we have to create a running game for ourselves to take the pressure off Baker and give him the play action and open up down the field because they are weak down the field.
They are, and I definitely think that's the matchup you have to look for. Evans and Godwin have to come out today. They have to eat, and if they can give Baker Mayfield the necessary time,
and that's where the problem is. Hainsey and Gedeke, they aren't very good in this scheme.
Yep.
You're going to have to run a lot of 2 tight end set because Detroit's going to be coming after them. They're very soft up the middle, unfortunately, for Tampa Bay. It is the worst offensive line in the playoffs right now. But if they can run some max protect and protect Baker, it could be a very long afternoon for Detroit.
Score prediction before we end this show, Bucs versus the Lions.
I'm going to go Tampa Bay, obviously. I'm going to say 28-23.
Wow, close
28
game.
to 23. I like it. Rob Thompson of Crew Live. Once again, thanks a lot for having us here at Riverters Live on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. All right, my friends?
It was awesome having you guys here, and
Thanks,
I'm a big fan. I watch all the time, so this is awesome having you guys here.
Absolutely.
You're the man.
Come back on at halftime. We'll be live at halftime. Let's go ahead and give our score predictions as we're 4 minutes away. As the excitement of this crowd, you can feel the energy, much like you saw on, or much like you felt.
Everybody, hurry up and come down the Riveters. Peter's got wings and beer right on him.
Yes, right now I got wings. I don't have any wings right now, but we're going to be working on that.
Hey,
here
where's
in the
my
green.
buddy from Tampa? I owe you some wings.
That's right, Mr. Williams right there. Score prediction really quick. Lions
You can
versus
give your
the
first
Bucs.
one.
I go 27-20 here. Look for Mike Evans and Chris Godwin to have a big game, and also a pick six in this game by Todd Bowles' defense. They're going to be prepared. They're going to blitz golf, and when you blitz golf, you can cause those turnovers.
I say sit back, let everything come in front of you. Blitz occasionally when you really need to. Stop the run. If you do that, you will frustrate this Detroit offense. Remember, Tampa, all the pressure is on Detroit at home. Deal with the pressure, deal with the noise, get up on top early, shut that crowd up, and you're coming back as a victor.
All
Peter,
right.
the score prediction, I'm not giving one, but I will tell you this. Bet the over in this game.
Bet
Hold
the
on,
over.
baby. Strap it on because it's going to be a good one.
Strap it on. 3 minutes away here, live from Riverters to the great Harry the Greek professional handicapper extraordinaire. I'm your host, Peter Blake. Three things. Yes.
Oh, no.
Well, go ahead, do
Bring
it.
your passion.
Bring your excitement.
Just bring plenty of nonsense on the next show.
Please don't. We'll be back at halftime once
Thanks
again.
a lot, man.
We'll see you live
Love
here.
you, brother.
Love you too, brother. Again, I'm your Rolex reporter. What time is it? It's my time. And for fans of the Sports Web and the Tampa Bay
How come I got a
Sportsman,
Timex?
I have no idea. It's your time.
BS.
Enjoy the game.
The Greek's balling
Lions
too.
versus the Bucs. We're out of here. We'll see you at halftime on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television.
Go Bucs.